I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test, part 221. Tennis, that is on the page 78, while doing morning stretching. And if you participate in morning stretching, that is at your own risk. Modern tennis evolved in England in the late 19th century. So the modern form of tennis around 1880, 1870, 1880s, 1870s, people started to play tennis, and the form which is now modern. The first tennis club was founded in Leamington Spa in 1872. So in 1872, the first tennis club, so the people came together, oftentimes to play tennis, was formed in 1872 in Leamington Spa. And with modern tennis means there are older forms already played during the medieval times. Like a bit badminton is similar, and the medieval tennis styles were a bit like badminton and also other sports like that. So the modern form of tennis evolved in England around 1860s, 1870s. The most famous tournament hosted in Britain is the Wimbledon Championships, which takes place each year at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. It is the oldest tennis tournament in the world and the only Grand Slam event played on grass. There are 4 Grand Slams already settled in tennis: the Wimbledon Championships, the Tournoi Roland Garros or something like that, the Australian Open and the US Open. And there are 2 are on hard court, the US Open, so basically concrete, and the Australian Open also on concrete. The French Open or the Tournoi Roland, the Tournoi Paris, the Roland Garros, something like that. The French Open, they are on ash, so red ash. A bit like, what is it called? Shovels. Right, shovels. I don't know. So on ash. But it works pretty much like sand. But it's harder. So it feels on the top it's like sand for half a centimeter, and then it's basically hard. So it's like walking on the beach, but after half a centimeter it's hard. But not completely hard. It's ash which has multiple layers and then gets harder. And there are 4 Grand Slams, and one of them is played on lawn, so on grass. And that is the Wimbledon Championships. The most famous tournament hosted in Britain is the Wimbledon Championships. So that is the tennis tournament, which takes place each year at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. Is that the name? All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. So what is croquet? It must be another sport. We're not going to come to it. I don't know really. I have an assumption, but I don't know if I'm right about that is croquet. So the Wimbledon Championships are the most famous tournament, and it is the only of the Grand Slams which is played on grass or lawn. And it is the oldest tennis tournament in the world, the Wimbledon Championships. And we know that Sir Andy Murray won the Wimbledon Championships in 2013 and 16. That was tennis. Now we're going to do morning stretching. But first, I looked up what idiosyncratic means. It means something like unusual, peculiar, specific, something like that, not common. So it means the idiosyncratic nature of a game. So that means it is an unusual, peculiar, specific. The rules are specific. The nature of the game is specific. It is odd. Maybe could even be a translation. So it's a strange nature, the peculiar way, the specific rules, the way the game is handled is meant. The idiosyncratic nature of a game, cricket, and its complex laws are said to reflect the best of a British character and sense of fair play. A few expressions when deciding for morning stretching: rain stop play, batting on a sticky wicket, and playing a straight bat, and bowl to googly, and it's just a cricket. The next video will be about water sports, and we're going to do just morning stretching. If you're here for water sports, then you come to the next part, and the water sports will be just theoretical. If you participate in the morning stretching, it is at your own risk. We're starting with the trunk igniter. We're breathing in and going down. And we're breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Again in. And out. Breathe again in. And out. Again in. And out. Now we're feeling close the legs. And out. Now the legs are standing wide apart. And we're breathing in through the nose, deep into the chest, lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out through the mouth and going to the side. And breathing in through the nose and open the ribcage. And again out. And again in. And out back into the middle. Again in. And out over to the other side. Breathe again in and open the ribcage. And again out. And again in. And out into the middle. And now our next exercise, the legs are keeping same level, we're breathing in. And out the one hand slides down the leg, the other shoulder stays down. And breathing in. And out into taking one arm over. Breathing in. Out the ribcage. And again out. And breathing in. And out back into the middle. Breathing in. And out, one hand slides down the leg and the other shoulder stays down. Breathing in. And out, taking the other arm over. And breathing in out the ribcage. And again out. And again in. And out back into the middle. And now the aerobatic aeroplane. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out and we're bringing one hand down. And breathe in and reach to both ends. And again out. Breathe again in. And out and one hand comes down. Breathe in and reach. And again out. Breathe again in. And out, one hand down. Breathe in and reach. And again out. Again in, one hand down. And out, one hand down. And breathe in and reach. Now we're having a little time to go over the four Patreon days. The last one which we had was St. Andrews, Scotland, 30th November. And then the 1st March, that was Wales, St. David. And England was the 23rd April, England, and the 17th March, that was St. Patrick's Island. Wales was the 1st March, St. David, and St. George Day is the 23rd April. I think we can make 17th March St. Patrick's pretty easy. And November, then Scotland, 30th November, Scotland. And it's just Wales, St. David the 1st, and England, St. George's Day, 23rd April. St. George's Day, 23rd April. And let's repeat also one festival. We started at the beginning. It's Diwali. Diwali, October, November, celebrated by Sikhs and Hindus. It is also known as the Festival of Lights, and it celebrates the the victory of good over evil and the gaining of knowledge. And famous celebrations are in Leicester. October, November, Diwali. October, November, celebrated by Hindus and Sikhs. Famous festivals are in Leicester. And it celebrates the win of good over evil and the gaining of knowledge. Now the next exercise, last two, by legs are standing wide apart, and breathing in, and out of the hanging just down. And the only helping to come deeper down by breathing in through the nose into the chest, and by breathing out through the mouth. And again in, and again out. Again in, and out. And another time in. And out one leg. And again in. And out. And again in. And out over to the other leg. And breathe in. And out. And again in. Out back into the middle. Breathe again in. And out back, coming up with a round back slowly, making it top the back with the shoulder. The last exercise, very similar, but it's a bit different for the leg muscles. We're breathing in, and out we're hanging again down, and we're with the feet now standing close together. And breathe again in through the nose into the chest, and out through the mouth. And again in, and again out. Again in, and out. And the last time in. And out we're coming slowly up with a round back and making it top the backward shoulder. And now we're doing the opening exercise as a closing exercise again. We're breathing in, and out. And again in. Out. Again in. Out. Again in. Out. And in close place. And out. So, 1st March, St. David, Wales. 17th March, St. Patrick, Ireland. 23rd April, St. George, England. And 30th November, Scotland, St. Andrew. And Easter is celebrated in March or April. And there's Good Friday, and that marks the day of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And then there's Easter Sunday, that celebrates the rising of Jesus Christ from the dead. The 40 days before Easter are Lent. People oftentimes don't use something, I don't know the name, they avoid something, and to reflect on the life and to prepare for Easter. The first day of Lent beginning is Ash Wednesday, and the day before is Shrove Tuesday. On Shrove Tuesday, some people eat pancake to use of fat milk and eggs, and on on Ash Wednesday, some people go to churches and get an ash cross on the brow, because as a sign for death and as sorrow for sin. It's also sent in the 40 days of Lent and reflection. And some people giving chocolate eggs on Easter as a sign, as a symbol of new life. And Christmas is on the 24th, is Christmas Eve in the evening, and the 25th and 25th is spent Christmas Day. The people are celebrating at home mostly with their family. They're sending gift cards. They're eating Christmas pudding, decorating a tree, decorating the house. They're eating roasted turkey and mince pies. And some people saying that presents brought are coming from Father Christmas or Santa Claus. And on the 26th is Boxing Day. There are bank holidays and public holidays. The 25th is a public holiday, and the 26th is a public holiday. Bank holidays at the beginning of May and at the end of June and the beginning of August, something like that. But we should know what bank holidays are. So on that days, businesses and banks are closed. In Scotland, also the Battle of Boyne, I think it would be the 30th of November, something like that. It's also a bank holiday. in July. I don't know, we have to know that all of it exactly changes every year. Otherwise we would have written a date. So with that, I thank you very much, and until the next time. And when we're gonna do water sports, did I say? Water sports. I thank you very much, and until next time to water sports, just theoretically.